Alright guys, welcome back. So we're continuing on in the series from great riffs from albums in 1985. It is currently 2025 and this is the 40-year anniversary of many of these great albums. So today we're taking a look at the band Ratt, and this is from Invasion of Your Privacy, and the song is called Never Use Love. And this is one that kind of gets overlooked. I think it's one of those album tracks. It's not, the popular like Lay It Down or You're in Love. This is, but it's a killer song. It's got a great riff. So we're going to take a look at that in just a second and continue our love for 1985. So before we do that, make sure to check down in the description box and you will find the link to get the tab for this, which is my Patreon page, patreon.com/Nick Layton Guitar. And you'll see where you can get the tab and the Guitar Pro for this lesson and many other lessons. And if that's not enough, I've also got a free gift for you guys in the description box. It's called 5 Blistering Licks to Light Up Your Fretboard, with cool licks in the style of Van Halen and Randy Rhoads and George Lynch and a few others. So make sure and check that as well. It's my free gift to you. All right, let's get started. First thing is we're tuned to E flat standard, so we're down a half step. This is my low E string. So we're just tuning to what the band's tuned to. I've discussed this before with some of you guys about just making everything in standard tuning, but you kind of lose something of the authenticity of the sound of these riffs when you don't play them in the correct tuning. So it's like Van Halen, you could play those are all tuned down a half step. If you played them standard, it just doesn't quite feel right. And so I've decided just to play the riffs in the tuning that they were originally written in, which for Ratt was E flat standard. So just tune your guitars a half step down and you'll be there. Or use one of those pitch shifter pedals. I got one of those. I forget what it's called. It's made by Digitech. I think it's called Drop Tune, which is kind of cool. You can just click a switch and all of a sudden you're down a half step or a whole step or whatever. There you go. So let's take a look at this. We are going to be in the key of E here, and it actually starts with this, where most of the riff is, but you can kind of hear at the beginning there's a little pull out, and it's from 3 to open on the low E, and then it's 2 open strings on the low E, and then it's the open D and G. So 2 more, and that's on the A and D. A lot of open strings here. Okay, then so you're playing open on the D and on the A and D, sorry. 2nd fret A and D. Open E again, and then that's 7 on the A and D, and then 7 on the D and G with some vibrato. Okay, and there is some low E in between those. It's muted. It's kind of like a rhythmic effect, like that. Okay, so all that together. Then we're going to do this. Okay, and so now we're going to start the next part of the riff with, and that's the same A and D open to the 2nd fret A and D. So try that again. And then you're going to play 2 open E's. Then you're going to come into the 5th fret on the A string, hit that hard and give it some vibrato. Then low E, and then 7 on the A string. Open E, and then a little chromatic walk down, 5-4-3 on the A string. And then you're going to just pause on that when you hit your vibratoing it. Hold the note, I should say. And then play 5 on the D string. Like that. So. Like that. And it cuts that note off pretty quick. Alright, so if we put those first 2 parts together, you get this. Let's try that again. Okay, and then it starts again. Same as the first, except for there's no pull off to begin it with. Okay, and then this time, instead of going, it does it in chord form. So you get, there's a pause, and then there's hey, and then the riff, the whole band kicks in. So, hey. Hopefully that makes sense. So let's get up to that point. First 2 rounds go like this. Hey, sorry, I kind of messed that up. Let me try it again. Here we go. Okay, so that's the same as before. Same. So when you after the hey part, when the band kicks in, you've done the same riff that you've already done. Whoops. That one. Sorry, I keep getting mixed up with this. I'm not sure why. And then the last time you do this. You can, if you listen close, you'll hear that on the recording. He does this quick, kind of like a Randy Rhoads thing here. It's a open string on the G, and then quick trill between the 5th fret G and then the open G, and then move that down 1 fret without picking it. And do open 3rd string and the 4th fret. So it'd be like let's see. And then you'd be into the verse. All right, so that's the entire riff. Let me do it one more time, and this time I'll play it kind of at a medium tempo. There you go, guys. That is Never Use Love by Ratt. Hope you enjoyed that. It's a killer riff, underrated riff, I think, and great stuff. Make sure you head over to Patreon to get the tab and Guitar Pro for this and a whole bunch more stuff over there. I will see you next time. Rock on!